Meghan and her Imitation brand are in the headlines again. Let's see why she's under fire and talk about the expected downfall of American Riviera Orchard. Hello friends, welcome back to the King YouTube channel. Recently, Sky News host Bri DePonte criticized Meghan Markle just like many others. She called the name American Riviera Orchard silly and nonsensical. According to Bri, Meghan is just trying to grab attention without any real strategy for her brand. The vibe of her lifestyle brand is unoriginal, resembling those like Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop or Flamingo Estate. Bri also pointed out that Meghan, who has lived in Santa Barbara for only 4 years, is trying to deeply embed herself in the community. It's like being a duchess for just 19 months and then walking away, but still using that title to promote a fake brand. Meghan launched her brand while her husband and his brother were at an event honoring their late mother, likely trying to grab attention and outshine Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Unsurprisingly, she failed. This rushed launch created a brand from thin air. Meghan Markle now has ghost children and a ghost brand. It's almost comical. American Riviera Orchard launched without a CEO, trademark registration, or products. Only recently did they file a trademark application, which listed random product categories needing dozens of warehouses to store. These red flags are why so many people are questioning, criticizing, and even boycotting the brand. Meghan has tried to imitate others, always changing direction because she lacks a true sense of self. She's been an actress, a royal bride, a humanitarian, and a businesswoman, but deep down she remains the same. She's often seen as greedy, lazy, and lacking intelligence. Meghan always needs a man to climb the social ladder and seems to drain the life from her partners, now doing that to Harry. She tries to succeed in areas where she doesn't belong. Meghan changes personas like we change clothes, but none feel genuine because she's so inauthentic. Many criticize and express dislike for her due to her behavior and the things she has said since joining the royal family. If she puts herself in the spotlight, the public has the right to voice their opinions. Despite her claims of wanting privacy, everything she does seems to seek attention. Meghan and Prince Harry often talk about freedom of speech on social media. Meghan's South by Southwest speech was about women bullies and how to address them. Ironically, many see her as the worst bully of all, making her seem out of touch and irrelevant. If she truly wanted privacy, she could achieve it by staying quiet, and people wouldn't talk about her. If Meghan genuinely wanted to help others, she could start in California, where the homeless rate is extremely high. Helping those in her own community would make a real difference. We know she'll never truly help anyone unless it benefits her somehow. Meghan is such a phony. She supposedly tried to integrate herself into the California community, but that's not solving any problems. In fact, it might make things worse. Harry and Meghan seem to have the right idea with RQL, but they fail to find a charitable way to make a real impact. The world doesn't need people like them who only talk about charity for good PR or attention. Recently, Meghan did this again to try to salvage the situation with American Riviera Orchard. Headlines have been full of heavily edited photos of Meghan, making her look incredibly fake. It's tough for Meghan to make her brand successful because she's seen as an unpleasant person who can't stick to anything. She jumps from one failure to the next, and this new venture will likely be no different. Who's advising and marketing for them? Her advisors must despise working with her. It must be incredibly difficult, and she probably ignores any good advice they offer because she's too narcissistic. How many times has Meghan claimed she's reinventing herself with something new and exciting? Take her 40 by 40 launch, for example. We heard nothing about it after it started. All her projects are launched and then forgotten, failing every time. Meghan is all talk and no action, and most of it is just whining that nobody wants to hear. She claims to have changed, but she's just copying someone else again. This time it's Flamingo Estates. The CEO has already spoken out about it, saying Meghan was denied her request to be an investor. Rumor has it that Flamingo Estates is watching her closely, ready to sue if she crosses the line. It's ironic because she loves to sue others. It'll be interesting to see her get a taste of her own medicine. Meghan's delusion will be her downfall. Does she even realize how much work it will take to make American Riviera Orchard successful? It seems like Meghan's brand has fizzled out before it even started. She's not like Gwyneth Paltrow or other hardworking women in the industry. Meghan's only effort seems to be using wealthy men to climb the social ladder. She lacks business savvy, and it's unclear if any copyrights have even been issued. She keeps adding products, but there are already knockoff sites selling similar items, The whole thing is a mess. It's ridiculous to try to build a luxury brand that only sells ordinary items. She'll probably slap her title on them and give them a hefty markup. Meghan Markle only sees things from her own perspective and doesn't care how others view the world. If she thinks her new venture and website are amazing, she expects everyone else to feel the same. Even if no one buys her $5 laundry bag sold as a $2,000 fashion accessory, she'll blame us for not recognizing its true value, but the world doesn't work that way. The criticism and boycotts of her brand are growing stronger every day. People have spent years trying to uncover Meghan's true character. She never puts in real work, she just wants to get people talking. She doesn't stick to anything, and that won't change now. Everything she and Harry touch seems to fail. It's time to stop giving them any attention. It's evident that Meghan relies on Harry's money because she hasn't succeeded in making her own. How can Harry not be disgusted by her actions? She's selfish and seems to be a scam artist. Now, Harry doesn't have much left either. They might be running out of money, but he's too stubborn to admit marrying her was a terrible mistake. Their life revolves around Meghan, her awards, her brands. Harry seems like the spare in his own marriage now. I'm sure Harry is one of the few hoping Meghan's brand succeeds, but it's destined to fail. Starting a business without a solid plan or infrastructure and trying to compete with giants like Martha Stewart, Goop, and Amazon is just absurd. Meghan doesn't even have investors. She's like the dollar store duchess. The website doesn't even have anything for sale yet, but knockoff sites are already popping up. It's amusing how they're using her name to sell their own products. Clearly, the launch wasn't well thought out as the URLs have already been bought up. If the alternative and derivative URLs have already been taken and unrelated sites are selling goods pretending to be her brand, that's a bad sign. It seems Meghan is already losing the battle with her competitors. Karma is catching up to her. When Meghan married Harry, she had one job to support him in the royal family. It was an honor, but not one she wanted. Instead, she criticized those who dedicated their lives to serving others. Meghan couldn't put in the hard work, she only cared about herself. Meghan shares the same flaws as her mother, who wasn't even present in her upbringing. It's puzzling what could have been more important in her mother's life to not be there for her own child. Meghan didn't even invite her father, who raised her and supported her financially throughout her life, to the wedding. Instead, she had her ex-convict mother there. She seems delusional, and now she's putting her husband and potential children in a tough spot. Her actions bring bad PR to them, but she doesn't seem to care. Does she even care about her brand? It doesn't seem like it. She just wants attention without giving much thought to the consequences. How much money will she make off it? Other companies might steal her ideas and sell similar products at cheaper prices. Does she know how many items will be ordered or how much stock will be needed? Does she even know who her competitors are? Probably not. Meghan is skilled at spreading rumors, which is what she's been doing. When she realized it was too late to reverse her decision, she started looking for a CEO to replace her and take the heat for any failure. Meghan just stands by doing nothing except putting her name on it. It's similar to Harry's involvement with the African Parks charity. Remember when the scandal broke out, did he address it or take any action? Absolutely not. He stayed silent and shifted the responsibility to others. So irresponsible. Why isn't Harry speaking out about the abuses faced by the people in the Congo, especially since he's the president of the African Parks charity? It seems he doesn't care about those people. I'd say Harry and Meghan are alike in this regard. They truly deserve each other. The list of people planning to boycott and criticize the brand is growing longer every day. Meghan's reputation and past behavior won't help her succeed this time. Failure seems inevitable, and eventually, Harry may find himself in too much debt and realize divorce is the only way out. Meghan won't be able to save the brand. That wraps up this video, and I hope you agree with my perspective. If not, leave a comment so we can discuss. Don't forget to like and share if you enjoyed it. Your support motivates us. We'll be back soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.